By the way, if we talk top football, right? Ronaldo, I think I found a picture of him as a child missing. I've been watching over FBI, missing person, and Interpol, and I can't remember what side he was on. I just remember the face. Now it turns out that, according media, I don't know if it's true. I hope not. That his son had died, newborn or not born. So I think he should turn over to FBI and let the FBI interview his surroundings and also the staff in the hospital. Because if he's a missing child, there is a big chance that his child will also be missing. I can see it in my own life. I'm missing. I have a missing child, and that's because the organized crime, which is human traffic and explore, right? What they do is they know that you have no right when you are a sort of icon. As the same with the stars, the Weinstein, right? So if a Weinstein abused person loses a child, or a child get very sick, or even going to the doctors to checkups, right? There is a risk when you have been explored. Maybe you're not missing, but it could be like only explore, that they will take away. It could be a baby, could be a child, it could be eggs, right? Because there's a big industry in this, and I think that there is some example on the sport, and the reason why I know about the sport thing is that there was the Nureyev was a Russian dancer that jumped off from Russia under the Cold War, but there was another Romanian woman who jumped off, and just before that there was I think like Black Stallion was a stand-in. There's two children or three children playing in Black Stallion. And unfortunately, I was the child that was in the very risky scenes. I was a sort of non-agreement stunt child, and it almost killed me. And I will forever be touched by animal welfare because of that, because they mistreated the horse and made it even more dangerous. And in the same way, some of the things in sport are so dangerous that it's not the sport itself. I mean, making gymnastics is not dangerous. It can be, but pushing the limits is dangerous, right? I also did a lot of skiing and athletic and handball and shooting and riding, right? I'm a sports person, and I know, and ice skating, sorry. So I actually know, and dancer, so and singer and designer, and also a negotiator. So I know when things are pushed, it get dangerous, and I actually know that the people that sort of, for example, if I have a visit here, I wouldn't completely know who, but I completely get weird when people constantly say, "Don't you want to paint something? You should paint something, right?" And I figure, what? Because I never really painted anything. I'm not a painter. And if that's the first question you say when you haven't seen people for a half year, is they get into your home and they say, "Please paint something." And the only way I can interpret that is that we got all you made. We got like your design work, we got like your text work, we explore you in sport, we explore you in government work, and we would like to have some kind of, something to, go on the action and say, "Whoa, she also painted," right? I went to design school for 3 years and learned to program 3D, right? And then I'm not a painter, and it's like they don't get it. And I get it that way, that they want to have something. If I paint, I'm fast, right? And if I start to paint, I'm occupied. I'm not a painter, right? But I would be occupied, and they would have something to sell afterwards. So they can say whatever the thing turn out. Maybe a country will say, didn't you know her work? She was from Denmark. She made peace in Northern Ireland, or was part of it, right? She's a famous DDR, wall down, right? Should we kind of, we make some museum. And basically, the photo museum in Ribe, and also the witch, they even have a evil museum in Ribe, right? Which is pretty strange. They have two churches and then some satanic cult or something. Basically, these photographs from supposedly be from a Danish photographer. Yeah, maybe, but maybe there are likely to be some kind of video thing, right? I haven't been in there. I'm simply scared of the place because they're hostile. So hostile places I don't go in, right? But basically, when people turns up and say, "Don't you want to?" It's the same if you said to some kind of star, "Please write a novel," and the person say, I never been writing. I'm a football player, or I'm tennis player, but we can write your memoirs. Oh, didn't you become a writer? Okay. So what they want to do in the design thing, they don't want to recognize my design education. That's too much proof, on stolen rights, patent. But they would like to make this kind of construction. What a crazy person really couldn't take care of her kids, but she painted. And that story is within the Danish way of thinking. Like she was maybe world famous. She made design, high class. She was a good horse rider, high class. She was a negotiator, high class. But they dumped it all, right? They dumped the market. It's plagiat, right? It's copy products. And to make this kind of fraud fix, I don't get my monthly pay. I get a bill instead of. Painters, they have no money because they paint, right? So to kind of get this picture, oh, she couldn't take care of her kid and she was already in debt, right? Oh yeah, she's a painter, of course. World famous painter. That's bullshit. Because what they do, right, I'm alive. Sadly enough, I survived the September and my missing child. For Stevenson, I should never survive. And now they're gonna fix the picture. So what kind of worries me a little bit, that if you're really famous, not like me, just like not famous but dumped in no telecommunication. But if you kind of have a lot of telephones and you have a bodyguard, you might be in the same position that everybody works against you. So basically, it can be that Jackson went down to a police station saying, I'm in trouble, and they kicked him out. That's true. So famous is a sort of, you could say, gold cage in a way. And a lot of people make money on famous people. And that's why I asked the FBI to make a sort of hotline with direct numbers that only the very famous have, royals and VIPs, because this doesn't work. So I would like, if you are, it's possible that if you're going very famous and you're going to a hospital for birth or your child is sick, that they will lie about it, as well as sometimes a missing person is found dead, but it's the wrong body. You get it?